Hey Leo, we are trying this again. This is the third time I'm trying this. Okay, relax the shoulders for me, okay? Boop that like button. Just go boopity boop boop. Boop boop boop. And a boop boop boop. And a boop boop boop. And a boop 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 boop. Like, thank you. Okay, so, thank you. We're gonna start the first card. I've got some pre-pulled affirmations because I already started the reading. I had to delete all of the thing. I had to clear my trash can. So there could be something about needing to take your garbage out, or there could be something about needing to actually take the clothes to Goodwill, actually take the things that you don't need to the garbage, right? Just let go of it, right? If you don't need it, let go. You don't need it, let it go. Just let it go and let it flow. Release. Okay? I feel like you are clenching right now to something and you just need to release. It's actually really crazy if you think about like how much humans can actually go without and still survive, right? Okay, so there's something about that. Mark each day's end with gratitude. So if there was something, let's just say that there was something that you were lacking and there was some sort of issue that you were having. Maybe it's finances and maybe were kind of stressing out. You're like, fuck, dude, how am I going to pay these bills? How am I going to make it, to the next paycheck? How am I going to do all these things? When you're going to bed and when you're starting your day and you focus so heavily on the things that you don't have as opposed to being like, wow, I'm so grateful I can breathe. Wow, I'm so grateful. If you just kind of try and change your perspective on that a little bit, I really think that now I know you're like, probably click off this video, I'm stupid. I don't need to hear that. What the fuck is you? You're not my mom. Okay, whatever. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Even if it's something so small and so insignificant, something that would seem so insignificant, just like truly feel the amazement that we're even on this planet, that we're even living here on this floating rock in the middle of space balls. It's crazy. So just be grateful, right? If something's not going your way, or if, just, it's a great day, Leo. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And it is so much more beautiful when you have a radiant smile to share with the world, Leo. I know because my sister growing up was a Leo. Let me tell you, I know about Leos. I know very well about Leos. They're one of my most famous, there you go. They're one of my most favorite signs they probably are my most favorite sign in the entire zodiac. A lot of my best friends have been Leos. I love the ego. I love it. I'm a Libra sun, so it really works for me because I've got a debilitated sun. So it's almost kind of like the Leo can bring all, and like they've got enough ego for the both of us. I don't know. I just love Leos. Really do. I love my sister. Let's be honest. I don't love Leos. I love my sister. I love my sister. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. But she definitely makes it like better for your zodiac sign. So let's go. Pause to reflect on what you've learned. I just wanted to tell you you're good enough. Yeah, you're good enough, just the way you are. Problems provide opportunities to grow and learn. Okay, so going back to this anxiety and marking every day with gratitude, I feel like I feel like listen to your intuition and then listen again, and I feel like that's where I'm at right now. Making sure that I'm saying this properly to you. There's always another opportunity to be had. So it's like if something didn't go right today, right? Maybe you just got by. Maybe things didn't go exactly the way you wanted them to. Maybe the message wasn't what you needed to hear. Maybe it was what I needed to hear. Maybe it was the Leo inside of me. Maybe that's what my Leo needed to hear. That you're doing a good job. You're doing as much as you can, and it's okay to be stressed out, and that it's okay to not know what to do next. But one thing that you can do is show gratitude. It doesn't cost, manners don't cost anything. Being polite doesn't cost a dime. Being a kind person don't cost you nothing, turns out. Now, being mean and being hurtful and being rude, and now that might cost you something, you know? But if you're polite, you're not losing nothing. Ever. If you show up with your best face on and you know, you do the best you can, and even if you're having a bad day and you're grumpy and you're frustrated, try not to take it out on other people, right? We have justice. I love this card. When I edited this picture onto this card, there was another girl that was sitting right there, and she was very interesting looking. She almost kind of looked like a Leo. Now that I'm thinking, I can remember her face so perfectly. And I just put this picture of this lady holding these scales in her, and I just put it over the top of her. So this gives me like, and I know you can't see that. You could if I went into my computer and made her more transparent, you would be able to see the girl behind her. But to me, that speaks about protection. So you could be dealing with a Libra, or you're receiving some sort of karmic justice or some sort of karmic balance. And then this is kind of a Leo card for me. A Leo Aquarius card. It really represents the star card, because there's that little flamingo in the star card. I don't know if you guys, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, so this is the star card, but I called it the chosen card. So things are, and I like it so much, it's really cool. It's got all of these ladies that look exactly the same, but this is the one that had something special put inside of them, something special put on the inside of their heart. Yeah, the Tower. And you can see here, they're not falling from the tower. They're trying to get out of the tower because it's like burning, or the lightning is hitting it. So with this being lightning, it really gives me something about the Heyoka. The Heyoka, because that's in the Lokoya tribe, which is where the Heyoka myth originates from. When you get marked a Heyoka, because it talks about the three brothers that go up, I think, on the mountaintop. I can't remember the myth exactly, but it talks about getting stricken by lightning. And that goes even closer into the chosen energy. Like, what are the chances? What are the odds? What are the actual odds that you get struck by lightning? Like, it's very slim. It's a Five of Wands. This could have something to do, I just heard this could have something to do with your husband. What are the odds? What are the odds that out of all these people that there was all these commotions with, that you ended up with the right person? And there could have been some sort of tower that at the moment felt like it was catastrophic, and like it was terrible, and like you're like, why me, world? Like, why are you doing this to me? What have I done? And a lot of times that can kind of be a result of being chosen, and that's just so that the universe can tear down the things in your life so that it can give you the things that are actually meant for you. Nobody wants to hear that. But you know what? It needs to be said. You know, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. That's not my job. Eight of Pentacles. I'm not going to tell you, right? It's like, what are the odds? You could have been the type of person that kind of dealt with, like, fuckboys a lot in your past or in... But, like, I feel like you ended up with someone different. I feel like you ended up with someone different, Leo. It might be a little bit weird or, like... Or maybe it made you weird. Maybe it made you different. Maybe you started to stand out and you started to not fit in. Maybe. I'll be. That's very Aquarian energy there. We do have the star coming out, so there's some sort of... My sister was born with a 10:55 on the clock. She was born with the Leo full moon. August 10th with the moon in Aquarius, and so... She's crazy. I miss her. I didn't talk to her on her birthday this year. Happy birthday, sis. Temperance talks about pure intentions. The Hermit. Heavy energy there. We're getting kind of more into mutable energy now. Now, I don't know, Leo, somebody could be having a really difficult time. This talks about Saturn. This talks about Saturn in Leo. Somebody could be having a really difficult time, like, finding their roar or making their roar. They just don't. They don't have the ego to speak, right? I was actually kind of considering, like, doing some messages where I just whispered. Because I feel like it takes the ego out of the voice. It takes the need to be heard out of the voice. Like, people yell when they feel like they're not being heard. So if I were to whisper, then you would have to try and listen. As opposed to me trying to scream to you to have you understand what I'm saying. But if I talk really quietly, then if you want to hear what I have to say, then you have to be quiet enough to listen. It's a little bit of, like, reverse psychology, or, like, a little bit of, like, you know, trying something bass-ackwards, right? If you're feeling like you're not being heard. The world. I think I'm going to close that message out there, Leo. Thank you so much. Look at her stomach. Look at her stomach. It's beautiful. I always wanted to have a stomach like that. Like, I don't know. I've always, like, ever since I was a little kid, I've always had, like, that little line, the little fupa. It sucks. So if you don't have that and you're still kind of, like, stressing out about your body, or if you're still kind of worrying about not being good enough, even if you do or you don't, right? Just be body positive. You're good enough just the way you are. Anyways, Leo, I'm going to leave that message there. I really do hope that that resonated for you. Bottom of the deck, we got the Knight of Wands. Be okay with yourself. Might as well be. And honestly, if you're... Okay, so I'm considering getting my... you guys don't care. You'll see when it happens. I have to wait till the end of Venus retrograde before I do anything to body modify my face, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go, guys. I really do hope that you guys have the most blessed and abundant and joyous rest of the Leo month. Happy birthday, sis, and I love you, and I wish that we could be friends again. Self-sufficient, cynical, embittered, kind and helpful, self-confident. We got a projector and we've got a manifester, so I gotta go. Bye.